We're at 26,960, but we'll put it at 27,000. Let me drink to that. Okay, now let's break it down. I believe in you like me. Welcome back to HobbyTinker. Everybody has hobbies. I'm doing some research or some scouting, you know what I'm saying? And just trying to gain knowledge of how people do the things they do as far as cars go and just YouTube in general. But today, we're going to break down some of these Elko parts lists and pricing. Whatever. You're going to see. Yeah. So, this is just an intermission video, you feel me? I'm not actually going to work on the car right this moment. We're going to break down all the things that is needed for this car in a sense, right? I got a little list of things that need to get done. There is no order, but I just kind of wrote it 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, just listing it out. So for the Elko, it's a 79. I need to think of a name for it. I need to think of a good name for El Camino. We'll think of a name. But yeah, let's get into the breakdown of what all of these items cost. You feel me? Yeah. Okay, so I'm looking for engines. So this right here, Gbody started it online for you. He's offering both the engine and transmission out of a 03 Silverado for 2 bands for $2,000. That might be a decent deal to have something that you know for sure is running for $2,000 bucks. It's the next day, I know, but don't worry about it. We still getting it rocking. Answer the phone. Whatever. I was calling my brother because I'm at a point in the breakdown of the engine bay stuff, and I'm curious if I need a LS specific fuel pump.
Then we've got some DIY AN lines. We're gonna figure out how to put AN lines.
E Money.
Sure.
What's goody, bro?
Bro, I seen I had a missed call from you.
Perfect timing, you know what I'm saying? So look, I was trying to figure out, right, with fuel pumps, am I looking for an LS specific fuel pump, or is it just like a flow that I'm looking for, like a...
So, you're talking about for your car, right?
Yes, sir.
NA bill, right?
It'll be in a, yeah, it'll be in a...
Okay, so, easiest way to look at it, you're looking for an external fuel pump fast, cheapest, easiest, mounts right onto the frame, and you don't have to go into the pump, like you don't have to go into the gas tank. You can literally just tap into the lines that's already there, and bam, you're golden. So, what you're looking for is high flow, medium flow, really it's all fine. You feel me? Like 45 LPH, 65 LPH, all those are fine. That's liters per hour. So a Walbro 250, I'll be able to even handle a little bit of boost. So like if you do like, all right, I'm gonna grab a Walbro 250, that should be like 60 bucks. You feel me? Like I'm looking for some external fuel pumps.
Oh, so I do see that there's fuel pumps that cost like 160. This is by...
I was gonna say it's crazy that LS shit that went up.
Yeah, but this is at 400 LPH. This is not... This is a super high flow joint compared to the ones that you recommended or the one that you were saying, the 250.
You definitely...
So that's way too much power.
400 and shit for stock setup. You feel me? You know they say overbuild your system. Like say you get some big injectors and shit, so you want it like a Walbro 250 and shit is good. Sure.
Alright, bro.
I'm gonna get back to shoot. I'm gonna go shoot another video.
Yeah. Do not judge me, but you're supposed to ask people that is in your circle for knowledge that you don't have. You feel me? And my brother has did a LS build already, and he's went through this. His is actually boosted. I think it's somewhere around 800 horsepower. So he has a little more knowledge than me. You feel me? But yeah, let's get back to it. I'm almost done with this budget, but it takes a good minute to break down the different prices. Yeah.
Kind of making these videos and shit. There are going to be some cool. That's how appreciative I am, guys. So thank you for watching.
I think we locked down the budget. So as of right now, and this is going with the higher option of almost everything needed, we're at 26,960, but we'll put it at 27,000. Let me drink to that. Okay, now let's break it down. So for the budget, I broke it down into different sections. First section was engine and tranny. Then I went the engine bay, fuel system, drive line, suspension, brake system, interior, exterior, and wheels. So we got pretty much 9 categories. I actually broke down different options of each item needed, but for the sake of the video and the whole budget, I chose the most expensive option out of the tiers that I found. So most important, we're gonna go engine and tranny. So most combos that I found, I'm not gonna go brand new anything. Most combos that I found on Facebook Marketplace or the recycle centers around the area, you can probably get a good 5.3 4060 combination somewhere around 2,500 bucks. That's give or take, because you can obviously give more if you're going for the higher liter engines. If you want that 5.7, 6.0, blah blah blah. But 5.3 is a great start. You can push a lot of power to it, build it up to handle hundreds of horsepower. But yeah, 5.3 base, 4060E, looking at about 2,500 bucks. That's whether you go to a cycle center or somebody already got it ready to go. Cycle center comes with a warranty, by the way, so that's always a good thought. Boom. So we have 2,500 for the motor and tranny. As far as like upgrades go, and I don't know, I call these upgrades because I'm gonna do these regardless of wherever I get the engine from, unless I get it from a Facebook Marketplace or second owner or whatever, where they might have already did these things, and that's where that 2,500 would be more lucrative for you if you get it from somebody who already did what I'm saying I'm gonna do. So that's you know, you just got to do your research. So we went with a like wiring harness. I'm not gonna use the one from a recycled joint. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a new one. That's around 620. Intake, if I'm getting it from a junkyard, 9 times out of 10, most people with a 5.3, it is normally a truck joint, so they're gonna have that truck intake. Don't want the truck intake. If I had to use it, I could use it, but I'm looking towards like an LS7 intake, maybe the LSX. That's somewhere around 600 bucks, give or take. Definitely want some long tube headers. I'm looking at hooker headers. Those are around 470. And then we went to alternator, starter, steering pump, water pump. So basically the whole accessory drive need brand new and higher amperage. I'm trying to overbuild the engine to be prepared for the potential of boost. Many people that I've talked to and things to research is you kind of want to overbuild your engine to be able to handle more than what you are currently looking towards, because as we all know, as car builders or people who like speed and are even doing swaps into LS, you want reliability, but essentially you want power as well. So once you get used to that initial 350, 303 to the wheels, whatever that is, you kind of going to want more. You want more giddy up, whether on the beginning or the end, top end or the back, you feel me? So get into that later. But yeah, alternator, steering pump, water pump, all that good stuff. Looking at probably another like 600 bucks there. And as far as the engine bay goes, definitely need a radiator. Probably gonna go with a Summit joint. It's universal, chrome, just to, you know, dress it up a little nice. Battery, red top battery, because that's gonna handle all and any accessories, so I'll never have a problem in the battery area. And then a dual fan and shroud combination. But yeah, so that's about it for the engine and tranny, engine bay. You got stuff like your belts and hoses and stuff, but that's stuff that I'm not adding into the budget because it's not detrimental amounts of money to get those things. So that might be an extra $100 for all the belts and hoses needed. Depending on, but they also might be good already. So we'll go with that. Again, I want to preference that all of this stuff is speculated at the top end pay scale of most of these things. A lot of these things you can already use off of what's there to mitigate the budget. But this is, if I'm going to be spending this money and getting brand new, dressing up nice, maybe show car, look nice, pop the hood, not embarrassed. These are these things that we're looking at. Hey, before we continue, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hey, everybody has hobbies as always. We're gonna get back into it. Then we'll go ahead and go with the fuel system. Definitely need a new fuel tank. There's a Holly kit that has the tank and module, so that's perfect. And then an external fuel pump. We're gonna go with a something that's overbuilt again, so it's a 255 LPH. I think that's liters per hour, whatever that is. Definitely want to go with a Speedway one for that. That's around 260. The fuel tank kit is around 500. Drive line, I think it's really LS specific. I found a couple of those. Some Inland Empire has one. Found that for around 500 as well. Then we'll go to the suspension and braking system. For the suspension, ideally you can just keep what's there and keep it rocking. As long as if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just so you can get on the road for the least amount of money in. But again, overbuild. So we're looking at coilovers, control arms, and sway bars. For the coilovers and sway bars, QA1 is the name joint. So as far as for fronts, upper and lower, fronts, and then the fronts and rears for the sway bars, the coilovers are 670, the sway bars are 600. We may or may not need sway bars, and potentially we might only need rears to address the traction for the front. It all depends on what we need, where we need it when we actually get on the road after the engine is rocking. Control arms, found some BMR joints, fronts, upper and lowers, 750. It's all for alignment purposes. Like, more adjustability for alignment, camber, caster, all that good stuff to keep you rolling straight on the road, you know what I'm saying? And then obviously the sway bars handle your roll, and being that it's El Camino, we're gonna have a bunch of that. And then as far as the brake system goes, I believe the front's already disc, so just upgrading some new disc and rotors, 250 for the fronts. The rears, the drum to disc kit, it's around 500 bucks, and then a nice shiny brake booster in the engine bay area is another 300 bucks. Again, I can keep everything that's there and just shine it up a little bit. So we'll just put new pads and stuff like that just to mitigate costs. But this is all if it's like, hey, I want to buy brand new this, brand new that, bring it up to times. For interior, I already got a quote to do the seats, floor, headliner, rearview mirrors, dashboard. That's all like a leatherette. That was somewhere around 3,500 bucks. Oh, and door panels. So, and the freaking like hideaway that the El Caminos have. Again, that can all be mitigated by leaving what's there. I don't have nothing there, so me personally, I gotta put stuff there regardless. So I can mitigate that 3,500 by say, excuse me. I'm already gonna, which is in my budget for interior, I'm already gonna clean the cabin out, get YouTube University, some spot welding, get some sheet metal, fill the holes that's there in the cabin area, Rust-Oleum, Dynamat, and while I'm there, I could probably, throw the carpet in myself, headliner as well. So things like that, I could cut costs for the upholstery, but as far as the seats go, I am not an upholsterer, but so they can get it going. So that's 3,500. New used door panels, aka I go to Pick and Pull, grab some door panels off an old El Camino that was wrecked or salvaged or whatever. That's around 60 bucks for both of them. A new dashboard, being that mine is cracked in certain areas. I'm not sure if you could even fix that type of stuff, but I've seen that on Pick and Pull as well. Dashboard is around 100 bucks. The reason why I would go use for those things is those things can all be dressed up, painted, upholstered over, things like that. And then as far as the steering wheel, definitely gotta have a nice steering wheel, but we don't have to get a steering wheel. But that's somewhere around 200 bucks. The whole cabin clean, like, you know, degreaser the whole joint, shop back it out, cut out the rust, sheet metal, spot weld, Rust-Oleum, you know, whatever that little black stuff is that you put down so that way it doesn't rust again. And then dynamite it. That's somewhere around $600 in material. I'm doing all the labor, so I save on labor. Same with engine and stuff. Everything is, unless specified, everything is me doing majority of the work. That's why the cost is also where it is. It's me doing the labor. Paint and body, I'm not doing that work. That's around $5. It could be cheaper, but just gonna do a good paint job. Nothing crazy, nothing like sparkles and glares and shines. Definitely want to do. We're on the exterior now. Definitely want to do the paint. A chrome trim. Want to grab chrome trim. I have a majority of it, but I just put in for the whole car's chrome trims around $900. But I do have, again, majority of it. I can also go to pick and pull to grab certain pieces as well, which would be $10s and $20 pieces. Weather stripping, I'm gonna just grab all that new. That's about $450 for a kit. I think that was on OPGI. Chrome trim was on OPGI.com as well. And then wheels and tires. That can range from $200 to $6,000. I put $6,000 as the peak, and that's going with like a 3-piece or maybe a gold Dayton 20-inch rim. It's really the max I want to go, but it just all depends on where I'm going when I'm able to grab wheels and tires. But that'll most likely be the last thing I do. It'll be after paint, most likely. But as far as sooner or later, I'll probably grab some rollers, some rallies or something that I can get off Facebook Marketplace around $300 to $500 with good tires already ready to roll. Out of all those things, looking at about $26,960, $27 altogether. That's a lot of money. Obviously, nobody's spending that yesterday or today or tomorrow. When you break it all down, there's things you can get used, there's things you have to get new, and there's things that you can keep that's already there. You make way with a budget. We're gonna keep track of this budget and see where I actually am. A lot of this stuff I happen to already have, but majority of this stuff is a need to do or need to get. So, you know, we're gonna keep track of this. Again, thank you for watching. Everybody has hobbies. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah. Have a good day.